there, my dear friends. It's been quite a while, I know. I will rectify that, but that's something to talk about later on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I was in Greece this past summer, something that I will talk about in a later video as promised. I ran into some rather irritating technical issues involving both my Instagram account and my cell phone in general, which is why I wasn't able to send many posts and pictures as I said that I would. I want to apologize for that. It was very unexpected and I really wanted to share more memories with you. I guess a video will have to do. I wanted to get that out of the way before moving on. As it is, I'm going to be breaking down this video into two seemingly random yet connected ideas, as the title suggests. Being as there seems to be no possibility in a smooth segue, let's just get into it. Points of housekeeping that I want to get into are a clarification that I want to make and the direction in which I want to take this channel in. Some of you will remember a video that I made a while back entitled More Than Just a Pretty Face or Substance Over Style. All that I said remains true. I spotlighted an actor in that video as my favorite actor. I only bring this up because I've gotten another favorite now. This in no way diminishes the thoughts and opinions that I have on the actor that I spotlighted in that video. Since then, however, I've recently, relatively so, come across an actor whose skills and talents I find to be equally as fantastic. I don't know how else to put it without going into further detail. I may or may not do a separate video on this actor in the future, especially since all that I said in my previous video rings true, which goes without saying as my theme was quite general in nature. I don't know. This today is just meant to be a snapshot of sorts. As for where I want this channel to go in the near and far future, I have lots of ideas. I hope to give you something different above and beyond what I want to achieve and to offer you in terms of my writing style and so on. Lately, I've been thinking about all of the film and television series reviews that seem to be so popular on YouTube, and I thought to myself, I can do that. But in order to do that, I have to offer something different, a different spin. Here's what I'm thinking. I've often said that I felt that I didn't want to use actors and actresses' names, without their permission, of course, in my videos as a show of respect. There are so many negative things said about one person or the other around the internet that, even if I have nothing but positives to say, I don't want to be a part of speaking about other people without their knowledge. That being said, I just want to be clear that this is what makes me comfortable. This is in no way a reflection of what other people choose to do or say, nor am I saying that any other way of looking at this, my opinion, is a lack of respect. I am not saying any of that. Please take that to heart. Well, what if I start reviewing film and TV releases with that in mind? I haven't quite worked out all the details of how that would go just yet, but it could definitely make for a refreshing and interesting twist. Don't you think? I could go the direction of one genre all at once, or change it up periodically. I could just focus on, say, documentaries, thereby making anonymity more simple. Or else just offer a vague description or keywords for someone to pop in a search engine if they so choose. There are so many possibilities, too many to mention right now. Believe me, I've looked at this from all angles. And not just movies and TV. There are reviewers right here on YouTube that I'd like nothing better than to spotlight in this way. Not only as a show of respect, but also to help them gain new followers. And as a thank you. Now we're going into the next section. Let's back up. Another way in which I'll be improving things this year is by providing content in a much more timely manner. Something admittedly I've always wanted to do, but never seemed to be able to. I'm ready now. I hope you are too. One of the things that I'll introduce in this vein is what I'm calling putting videos on the fast track. That is, offering new reviews, but also mixing some poetry motion, videos alluding to those that I'm subscribed to, more videos on writing, what inspires me, what writing and books mean to me, self-reflection, offensive versus not, words and the meaning of them, to me in general, as writing is my thing, just a whole lot more content in between so that you don't get bored waiting for the next review. The possibilities of creativity are endless, and I will get to share that with all of you. There are three things that I will not do, however, and this is important as well. So I promise, here and now, I will not touch Star Wars again, except to touch on the description of an actor if I haven't seen the particular movie or episode. I know how important the Star Wars universe is to fans, and I wouldn't want to offend anyone with a lack of knowledge. Speaking of which, I never wish to offend anyone. If I do, in any way, please let me know and I'll take care of it. Last thing, I understand that there may be more as time goes on, but I've decided not to read parts of my book upon completion, as I said that I might do. The reason being, I understand that YouTube's content is copyrighted, and I don't want to be in a position where things get sticky. It's not good for the YouTube team, and it's not good for me. This is just my own thinking. I haven't spoken to anybody, just looking out for each other. One more thing on the topic of reviewing, however. I may delve into books as well. It depends. I'm not sure. Although there's already a great reviewer that I know about who does the finest job that I know of when it comes to reviewing books. I haven't seen others like him, this is just my opinion. I haven't looked at his content in a long while. I need to put him on my list of other reviewers to look at and subscribe to. Of course, before I subscribe, I usually go through all content, so it'll take a while when I get to him. It'll be worth it though. All of you avid readers out there, those who haven't looked him up already, may want to give it a shot. The reviews that I do remember are excellent. Think about when books are adapted into film. You'll see where I'm going. Speaking of which, that takes me to my next and final topic for the night. Before I delve too deep into a world of gratitude, I'd like to share a little story with you. It'll be quick, just bear with me. There was a time in the past where I used to sign all my cards, letters, emails, etc. Love always. Kind of my signature, as it were. Not a lot of people like that. I found that out quite quickly. That's it. End of story. Well, sort of. You see, one thing that I never told anyone before is that for a time after I made the discovery of the consequences that may come from what people like or don't like about others' character, I didn't write love always at the bottom of the cards and letters to my own niece and nephews for a short time after that. Not too long at all. I don't know why. I'd sign them love, but not love always. I can't remember for how long. Not very, as I said. My niece and nephews probably never even realized it. Why would they? They know how I feel about them. I guess that one day I just decided that I would never not be me again. I want to say how grateful I am for all of you, and I don't care who knows it. I'd actually really like to know how we're all supposed to accept each other if kindness isn't allowed. I'm grateful to all of you reviewers and content creators, those I follow and those who I have just watched casually, for inspiring me and those like me and each other. I'm grateful to YouTube's entire team all around the world for what you've done for us. If I could go on another small tangent for a moment, I received my first troll comments not too long ago. In the few weeks following, I found that all but one had disappeared. Now, I don't know if the team at YouTube deleted the comments or the commenter themselves. What I do know is that if it was the team at YouTube, which I have a suspicion that it was, they somehow instinctively knew how those, probably minuscule to others, comments must have affected me and jumped in to help me. A total stranger. I know that it may be insignificant to some, but it meant the world to me. So thank you, Team YouTube. You heard me, and I didn't even need to say a word. I am proud of every one of you YouTubers, content creators, however you wish to be addressed. Those who are friends, those who are not. Those who are colleagues, those who are not. I consider us all colleagues myself. At this point, I want to shed some light on something that I've noticed quite often over the past several years. That is content creators helping their colleagues when they need someone to fill in for them. That is not just a job. That is not just a responsibility. That is kindness and caring for a fellow human being who may need a little help. That is taking time out of one's own busy schedule to give to someone else. You know who you are. I just want to thank you for your selfless humanity. I'm wondering if there are accolades for that. I know that there are subscriber plaques that YouTube's team sends out. Can there be some sort of accolade for colleagues lending a helping hand when their fellow creators need it the most? I feel like there should be. It doesn't necessarily have to be an award or a plaque, even just something as simple as an email, a kind word, a thank you. Can someone please look into that? I'm sure that that would make a lot of content creators feel good, which is the way that it should be. Come on, that's what we should be doing. I can't stress this enough. You and what you offer the world are so important. Thank you for being you. Thank you for your kindness, your care, your talents, your skills, your compassion, your honesty, your uniqueness. This world would have far less creativity and imagination without you. It would still be there, sure, but something would always be missing. I've recently started saying something that I think rings true here. As long as there are resources up here, and more importantly, resources in here. I mentioned once that this is what my poetry emotion is all about. Giving gratitude and respect where it's due. I'm still plugging away. I want to say thank you one more time to the YouTube community. Thank you for being as creative as I want to be, for letting me feel as though I can do anything, and for enriching my life. I will do my best to use my skills, talent, and knowledge to enrich yours, as well as your businesses, channels, and endeavors. I love to see content creators enjoying themselves. I can't speak for everyone, but for me, I find that life is so much more fulfilling if you enjoy what you do. No one said that it wasn't hard work, or that it wasn't work, period. But when I see a creator express real joy, enthusiasm, love for what they're doing in a video or a view, I know that they're doing good work, and I'm both happy and proud to be seated among them. Can we be the driving force in raising each other up instead of the opposite? In the social media age, I think that it's very apt that that kind of thing continue. If we don't find it elsewhere, it can start with us. We are all leaders in what we do, in the skills we have, and in what we have yet to accomplish. So what did you think of all this? I've given you a lot to think about. Leave a comment here on Facebook or a post on X, formerly Twitter for those of you who are unaware. As always, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you so choose. I'll see you as soon as I can with another video.